Hello, dear students. How are you all? Hi, Mika Chandmani. Once again, welcome you all to my computers class. Today, we are going to learn about computers keyboard. Yes. So, this is my computer keyboard. It is an input device. Why do we call it as an input device? Because keyboard is used for providing data to the computer. Whatever we give to computer is generally referred to as the devices through which we give something to computer are generally referred to as input devices, and we give keyboard gives data to the computer, and hence it is an input device. It has many small buttons on it, which we call it as keys. Now there the various types of keys are alphabets, numbers, symbols. Okay, whatever key is being pressed, the particular key is being represented or shown on the computer screen. Let's learn about alphabetic keys. Now, we know that there are 26 alphabets, okay? But onto the keyboard, when they are presented, they all are presented in a random way. That means A, B, C, D, it is not being presented in that way. They are being presented in three different rows, and that too in random way. Fine. So generally the keyboard is referred to as QWERTY keyboard. Okay, because QWERTY is the general first row consists of these words, and that's why we often call it as computer keyboard as QWERTY keyboard. Okay, and you all can see that they are being presented in three different rows. Okay, alphabetic keys are used for typing words, sentences, or paragraphs. Now, number keys. They are presented at two places. The numbers from 0 to 9 are called number keys on the keyboard. Okay. Now, the number keys present above the alphabet has a particular symbols on it. Okay. For example, star, and percent. Then we have dollar. All such keys are being presented above this alphabetic keys, and to get those symbols, we have to press the shift key along with that number, and we get that particular symbol. On the right side we have the again numlock, numeric keypad. Now to enable this, or if I wanted to use these numbers on the of right side of the keyboard, what do I need to do is I need to press this numlock key. Once this numlock key is on, I can press any numbers from here also. So there are two sets of number key. First is above the alphabets. First is above the alphabets, and second is on the right side of the keyboard. Okay. If I wanted to use the right side, I have to press the numlock key. Right? Let's go to the next type of keys. Now, beside these, we have spatial keys. Now, spatial keys are those keys which are neither, the function key, neither the cursor control key, neither the alphabet or number keys. All other keys comes under the category of spatial keys. We will learn few examples of the spatial keys in this chapter. First is spacebar, enter, backspace, delete. Okay, caps lock, shift. Okay, spacebar. Spacebar is the longest key on the keyboard, present below the third line of the alphabet, third row of the alphabet, in fact. It is the longest key. It is used to give the space between the two words. Okay. Backspace key. Anything if I wanted to erase, right? If anything goes wrong while typing, if I wanted to erase, then I can use backspace key. Right? Again, the delete key is also used for deleting the character or erasing the character, but the difference between the backspace and the delete is delete key is used if we wanted to erase any character on the right side of a particular item. For example, if I have written CUR, so if the cursor is uh, after S, CURS, after S, if my cursor is there, I'll press delete key to delete to erase that extra U. Okay, and then I can rewrite and correct my word. Okay. Enter key, obviously we all know what is it used for. It is used to go to the next line. It is also called the return key because it returns my cursor to the beginning of the new line, and hence it is called return key. Fine. There are two sets of enter key present on the keyboard. Fine. Next is there are other symbols keys that are present. For example, we have already discussed about this symbols. Okay, greater, smaller, question mark, slash, semicolon, colon. These are all the special keys. Okay. Caps lock key is used to type anything in capital if I wanted to write. Generally, if I start typing, my all by alphabets will be represented in small letters. But if caps lock key is on, then I can just type all my letters or words or paragraph in capital letters. Shift key, there are two purposes of shift key. We have already discussed one purpose, that if I wanted to get the upper symbol on the numeric, there is a number key with two symbols, that is one, and above that we have exclamation sign, then 2 sign at the top of 2, then 3 hash is the sign at the top of 3. Fine. So if I wanted to have the upper symbol as the word itself and the symbol itself shows, shift the character from lower to the upper part. That means if I wanted to have the upper symbol, I will use the shift key along with that number. Both the keys needs to be pressed together. Fine. This applies to all the keys with double symbol, that is the lower symbol and the upper symbol. Okay. It is not compulsory that we have only numbers and above the numbers we have particular symbols. It applies to all the keys having two symbols, that is lower and the upper symbol. To get the upper symbol, we need to press the shift key. Also shift key is used to have, to write the letters in the capital letter, right? To write the letters in the capital letter, we use shift key. Now, suppose we all know every sentence begins with a capital letter and rest all letters are small. So in that case, when there is a single letter in a word, that is first letter, suppose say first letter in a word is a capital letter, then I will use shift key along with the letter to get the capital letter, and then release both the keys and then keep on pressing normally. Here we need to take care that our caps lock key is off in this case. Next is end key. If my cursor is suppose I'm typing over here, and if I wanted to go directly to the end of the line or a page, then I will use end key directly rather than using the right arrow key. I will use end key over here. Shortcut directly to reach to the end of the line. Home key is opposite of the end. If I wanted to go to the beginning of the line or the page, then I will use home key. Cursor control keys, these are the most important keys that are being used to move the cursor up and down, right and left. Okay, fine. Without deleting the character, if I wanted to move the cursor anywhere on a page. There are 4 arrow keys, we all know that. With the help of these keys, we can take the cursor up, down, left, right, up, right. Okay. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed my class. Please do like, subscribe, and Please do comment onto my page. Thank you.